Hi Virgos, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten, and I have your love and emotional dynamic reading all laid out for you for the rest of the month of July. Sorry that this is late, but I've been very busy. I have been I take freelance jobs to make ends meet, and so I've been busy with that. And also, I became a Reiki master recently, a Holy Fire Reiki Master through William Lee Rand, which was an amazing experience, and so that took some time and some study, so I had to take time out for that. So this is a general reading for you Virgos. So not all messages will apply to everyone. I'm going to try and just stick to the general energies and do less scenarios going forward, just to make these readings quicker, so that hopefully I can get through them and get to everybody. And because it's a general reading, situations could be vice versa. You have to apply it to your situation. Check out your moon sign or rising sign videos for further messages if messages here do not resonate with you. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much to all my old subscribers and new subscribers. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got this is a spread that I do. It's kind of a relationship spread, but can it also tell you, what's coming into your external environment. So singles, it can work for you too. However, I'm going to keep this very general. I'm not going to really apply it to couples or singles. I'm just going to give you the energy. So as your theme, we've got the Two of Cups. This just fell out as I was shuffling the cards. So this talks about a strong union, a strong relationship. So maybe you have a strong connection going on with someone already, or a strong attraction to someone. I feel like there's probably a lot of affinity and love here, or mutuality. This also could be talking about coming together with someone, or wanting to start a union with someone, or a communication, a loving communication with someone. Again, that's the theme of this reading. So the first card out, we have the this describes you, your energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And when it's reversed, the Eight of Pentacles talks about not really wanting to dedicate yourself to a task or a relationship. Maybe you may not feel it's worth it to you, or that something or someone is requiring too much work at this time. This could also be a situation within a relationship. It doesn't have to be the actual person, but I feel like you don't want to put any effort into it right now, Virgo. Or you may feel like you want to just coast in a relationship, because sometimes this could be taking kind of a lackadaisical approach to something. You're not putting hard work or effort into it anymore. You're just kind of coasting. So for some of you, you might be in a routine relationship, and then for some of you, you may just not want to put any more hard work or effort into something. You just kind of want to let it ride and see what plays out. Now, why did you get this? Well, we have, as a clarification, we have the Casa card from Sibylla. This card talks about protection. The main thing I see when I get this card upright is it talks about protection. So you may be trying to protect yourself and feel more comfortable in the situation. Maybe you're putting up a barrier or a defense, or this attitude of not wanting to put any more work in is a barrier or a defense to insulate you from, or protect you from, hurt or imbalance. And the reason why I say that is because this card, in your deeper thoughts and feelings or hidden motivations, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. When it's upright, it talks about anguish, sorrows, being in your head, and being really worried or anxious about something. And it's reversed, so you're coming out of anxiety. So I feel like you have had anguish, worry, and anxiety about this person or situation that you're in. But you've decided, you've made up your mind that you want to let go of that. Thus, you're not putting any more effort into the situation. You want to let it coast or let it ride. This is to protect you to protect yourself, because in the past I feel like it probably caused you a lot of worry or sleepless nights, this situation or this person. When we clarified that with this widower card from Sibylla, this card is a card of, see, he's mourning the loss of a loved one, but he's well dressed, so he's kind of, he's been through, maybe he's been visiting this grave for a while, so this person's been gone for a while, so this person is resigned to the loss. They still hold sadness, and there's still a place in their heart where they wish this person could reside, but they've resigned themselves to the fact that this situation is lost to them. It's gone. So this is a resignation card. You resign yourself that you're not going to put any more effort into this situation. However it turns out, it turns out. I hope that makes sense. Now, in your partner's card, or partner's position, or a person of your interest, or a situation that is affecting your love life or your emotions, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Let me just grab this card. Alright, so in this deck, this is two people who are together, but they're not really connected. So they're both in the garden doing their thing and sharing a mutual interest, or sharing some sort of, like I said, there's something that you guys share that you're the same, you have mutuality in, but in this card you're not connected. So maybe you feel like you've lost a connection with your loved one, or you're not seeing eye to eye in a situation. They're being very independent right now. They're doing their own thing. I clarified that with the butterfly card from Sibylla. And this card talks about someone who's not making a commitment right now, who has other interests, and they're going from interest to interest, and they may be moody or up and down. Also, you know, when they're into you, and when they're not, they're not. So they could be sending you mixed messages. This person has a very independent attitude, and so it's hard to pin them down. Also, there may be a brevity in your relationship, you know, meaning maybe your communications are quick. Maybe you see each other only every once in a while. There's just not a lot of connecting going on, although you're still close to each other, you're connected, but you're not interacting. I hope that makes sense. And that's how your partner or person of interest is acting, okay? They're the ones who are kind of being distant, okay? And maybe you've been fretting over that, but you're kind of over it. You're over it. It still bothers you, but you're getting over it. You're not putting any more work into this. And that's to protect yourself. Now, there are deeper feelings and hidden motivations. We have here the Knight of Swords reversed. So, this could represent bad communication. They may not be communicating clearly with you right now. You know, the distance. You see each other briefly, or you talk to each other briefly. There's bad, poor communication, and it's really coming from their part. They may be very busy, or they're just not able to communicate clearly to you what it is they want or need. This also could represent a rejection as well, a rejection of your love. Maybe but I feel like they're uncertain whether or not they want it, because I think that they, I feel like for some of you, this person may want you, but not all the time. If that makes sense. But I also feel like they have difficulty sharing with you their deeper feelings. But at the same time, I don't think they want to be tied down, but at the same time, they like to share the benefits of your association. So you might be feeling like this person could be using you, deceiving you, or like maybe they have other interests or someone else. That could be a possibility. you'll have to, you'll recognize the energy and how it will play out for you. So I do feel like they want to enjoy the benefits of your association, but they may not be ready or willing to commit to you fully, or commit to a situation that you're wanting from them at this time. With Doctori as a clarification, you see this guy who's this doctor here. He's got a powerful sway, a connection to this sick patient. He has the power to make them better. I feel like this also is a card of broken hearts, grudges, resentment. So I feel like your person of interest or your partner may have a grudge against you, or a resentment, or feel hurt by you, and thus they've put up this defense of independence, of being distant or aloof or hard to pin down, because it might be due to a hidden hurt or resentment, or experience that they've had with you or from their past that they're not over yet, and that needs to be healed. And that might be why they can't communicate. Maybe they are not communicating that to you. Because when in this position here, deeper hidden feelings and motivation, sometimes the person is not even aware that they have these feelings. So they may not even realize that this is why they're blocking you. So something needs to be healed here in this person's or this situation's energy. And you have to be the healer, Virgo. And I don't think that you want to do that. I don't think you want to put any effort into it anymore. Okay? This person is a healer, but they also want someone to, they don't want to take full responsibility for someone else's recovery. They want to see what the person's going to do to heal and recover themselves first, and then they'll be available to support what this person is doing for their recovery. But I feel like this person or the situation wants you to heal them or you to fix it. Okay? An apology might be needed here as well. I just feel like this person is not communicating that to you, and so you're unaware of how to fix the situation, but a healing is needed. So just know that they're holding on to something. That might be why they're acting up and down, or unavailable, or too busy, or distant, whatever the situation. How you're interacting with your partner, person of interest, or situation between now and the end of July is there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of competition between you and your partner or situation. I think that there could be even conflicts, internal and external conflicts here, or a struggle for power and control in the relationship. I think that's what it is. I think you're both trying to control how this relationship is going to go, and you're pretty much you may feel like this is an effort in vain, because I feel like you're tired of fighting with the Seven of Wands here. So I feel like there's a lot of contention and tension here, and also sexual tension between you and your partner. How you're interacting, I think there's going to be some frustration, but also passion at the same time. Maybe Okay, I just feel like the two of you are both striving to control the relationship in your own way, and it's really kind of getting you nowhere. Maybe you're both talking over each other and no one's really listening to the other. Here, someone has to be declared the winner sooner or later, and no one's giving in until everybody wants to win here in this card. But with this stanza, this talks about intimacy and sharing, and it could be sexual intimacy as well. I'm just trying to put these two cards together, guys, so give me a second. So maybe someone might be using sexuality as leverage to gain control of over the other. It's possible. But I think that this is a position of how you're interacting with your partner, person of interest, or situation that is influencing your love life. But it's also in the position of physical advice that you should take. Okay, actual advice, steps that you should take. And I think that stanza is saying that you need to have a deep, intimate conversation. See, two chairs are facing each other in a boudoir. Well, I'm not going to break down the card, but this is a card about intimate sharing, sharing secrets, sharing desires, private stuff. And that's what's needed. You guys need to have a real conversation. But I think that no one's listening with this Five of Wands. Since this is your reading, Virgo, and now you know that your partner is damaged, or your partner is holding some resentment or hurt or heartache, and they need healing. You know this because of this reading. That you may need to stop talking. Really listen to your partner. Genuinely listen to what they're saying, because they have a hard time communicating this to you. Really listen to what they're trying to tell you, what they need to feel better, and start administering that in daily doses. Okay? Administer what it is that they tell you they need in daily doses to rectify the situation or improve the relationship. But you're pretty stubborn. You're both really stubborn, and neither one of you wants to back down. And like I said before, I feel like you were really hurt or devastated in the past, maybe by this person or someone else, and you've made up your mind that you're never going to be vulnerable like that again. And so now you're protecting and insulating yourself. Okay, so that it's going to be a struggle for you to submit yourself to this person's needs when you have needs of your own that you want fulfilled. Okay, so let's get to the final cards. Or it could be a situation, guys. I hope that you can follow what I'm saying, because these energies can apply to anything and impact you in any way. This is just the general. There's tension. There's a bid for control. There's poor communication or feeling that what one is saying isn't being heard or understood. And there's deep healing that's needed here, coming from your external influence or your person of interest. Okay? But you may be caught up in protecting or defending yourself. And because this person has been showing you fickle behavior, or maybe even has refused to do something or be with you in some sort of way, you're giving up on the situation or not wanting to put any more effort into it. Now the outcome can go either way. You've got the Seven of Wands. This is someone who's putting up a barrier and insulating themselves. It further corroborates that house card, the Casa card. Because they see that trouble is brewing ahead. And so they're trying to protect themselves and standing their ground. They're not going to leave the situation. They're just going to try and stand their ground and protect themselves. That's when this card is upright, but it's reverse. So when it's reverse, you're no longer staying or no longer want to put up a fight, right? You no longer want to fight anymore or put any more energy into this situation, which is what would be required if you took, hope you guys can follow, if you took the advice that the Stanza card gave you and that the Doctore is trying to tell you. Stop talking, have a deep conversation, and really listen to what it is they tell you. Let them know it's a safe place to go ahead and express themselves. And you're really listening. Pay attention and actually do what it is that they need. And minister that in daily doses to let them know that they can depend on you for support. They can depend on you to give them what they need. And then they can heal. And but I think that this is going to be a process. And while you're doing this, Virgo, you may feel taken advantage of by this person, or this person may still be being fickle. Okay, so it's going to take, because I pulled this card from the Higher Love Soul Link cards as your outcome advice, it's going to take a lot of patience in order to make progress in this relationship on your part, and a desire to want to submit or give in to the other person. Okay? Domestico from Sibylla, this is a card about this person here he's a servant. He's a servant in a household. But he has ambitions to be the owner of the house. So he's helpful, but he may have motivations that have ulterior motives. Also, he may have some self-esteem issues. So this can get kind of deep and complicated here, but I feel like pridefully you don't want to submit to this person. Submit to their needs. It may hurt your pride or make you feel really vulnerable again, right? You have this ambition, you're never going to feel vulnerable again. So rather than stay and defend the relationship, you're going to give up on it. That's where your inclination is going. The deeper advice in these cards is saying what you should give up with the Seven of Wands is struggling against this person. That actually to submit at this time, submit to what it is that they need, what they're communicating to you. Submit to that. Stop fighting them. Stop talking and listen to them. And administer what it is they need in a consistent and a steady way to heal the situation. And then you can have a really blossoming, powerful connection, because there's a lot of great potential here. And if you want it, that's how you can get it. But you're going to have to be the bigger person, Virgo. And right now, your inclination is you want to protect yourself. I don't think you want to be dominated by another. And let me say this too. It may seem like you're being subservient and giving in to their needs, and what about you? But the Doctore, he's actually the one who has all the control. On a deeper level, you will have a sway and a power over this person beyond your imagination if you can follow the advice that I give you. And you won't be subservient. This person will actually be very, very honored and blessed. Or the situation can be very, very honored and blessed because you were patient with them. And they could get a deep healing as a result. And that's a pretty powerful position to be in. That's not a weak position, Virgo. So I hope you understand this reading. Your oracle card, which I took from the Whispers of Love guidebook, we got the like attracts like. So let me read that to you. It's really brief. And this card says that if you're longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. When we want to create something, the law of attraction states that we need to be in the vibration of what we want to create. Love will come to you easily if you surround yourself with love and easily find things to love about your life or to love about your partner. Take a moment to think of the many things that you love. So I think that this is saying, consider your partner right now. I know you have wounds. I know you need to be healed too. But love is available to you. You're both wounded. You're both damaged. I think your partner's more damaged than you are. You're going to have to be the bigger person. Stop trying to be heard and listen now. Listen to what their needs are. It may take a while. It's going to require patience to make progress. In the process, you might feel taken advantage of. But remember, you hold a powerful sway and influence now. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading, Virgo, and that you derived some helpful guidance from it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in August. Many blessings to you all. Bye-bye.